Yellow is a color. Ha, what's up, everybody? How we doing, gang? How we doing, man? How we doing, man? Come on. Gotta get the old... I was prepared and not prepared at the exact same moment. Oh, you know, I turned the gain down. Hold on, because I was recording music. Ayo. Ayo. That's better? Sound better? What do we think? Yeah, I had the gain turned way down because I was recording music, and how I do that is I have the keyboard and I have the mic like directly on top of the speaker, just so I don't pick up anything else, and I have the gain down really low, so I don't pick up anything else. Which, that's one of the points I'm talking about today, is all the music in this video and next week's video is made by me. So, that's pretty cool. Good grief. Got my dadgum thing twisted around here. How we doing, everybody? Hope you're well. Hope today is treating you dandy. Sunday, right? Yep, Sunday. Oh, man. I'm like really sleepy the last, I don't know, hour and a half. I don't know, just kind of like... Oh man, I could go to sleep pretty easy, I think, right now. Like if I laid down, shoot, it'd be over with. Minions guy, what's up, man? My main minion. There's the new, I don't know if anybody out there is keeping up with the NBA. There's a new Despicable Me commercial, and Nikola Jokic is Gru, and then the minions are like trying to follow him around. It's pretty hilarious. Because he did before a game once, he wore a suit, and everybody said that he looked like Gru from Despicable Me. And so the joke is that he's Gru, and then, like, you know, it's a hoot. It's a hoot and a holler. How are you? I'm good, man. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, I might... Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's funny. It's a good one. Let's see, this is... I'm going to put this one on. I feel like I'm a little dark still. Good. David Blake. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome in. David Blake. How we doing, my friend? How are we doing? Bro, when you making the wedgie challenge? Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Good, thanks. Awesome. Bro, when you making the wedgie challenge? Bro, I ain't making a wedgie challenge. 1 trillion subscribers don't do a wedgie challenge. I don't be doing challenges. Evan, what's up, man? First time watching the commentary before the video. This will be cool, Evan. This will be cool because then you get the insights, and then you can go and watch the video and like pay close attention and see the things happen in the video. That'd be fun. Also, I thought about using the green screen, but I'm kind of, you know, because I think it would be cool because then we'd have this view, but then you wouldn't get this box in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe it would be kind of cool, but you know, it would have been something that if I were to do it, I would want to set it up before the stream, get everything straightened up, you know, make it all look right. And now I just don't have the time for it, so maybe next week. If you guys would be interested in that kind of thing, maybe I could do it next week. Okay. So, director's commentary. This episode is called I don't know what to write in my pocket notebook. It's called. It's pretty straightforward, to the point. I like the title. I think it works, and I like the thumbnail with it as well. I think it all kind of works. This one's about kind of like what I do when I don't know what to write about, or, you know, anything. But if I'm just kind of like all over the place, got a lot going on in my brain, what do I do? You know, if I don't know what to write, just write something. So that's it. This is the video. Checking it out. Enjoy yourselves, my friends. Feel free to chat. Feel free to chat as much as you want, to a reasonable extent. Don't be spamming, but you know, if you spam, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's enjoy.
Do you ever feel like your brain
Also, let me know how the volume sounds and everything.
has about 100 tabs open?
Ba,
I saw a quote somewhere that said,
Yeah, so I mentioned it earlier before. I don't know if everybody was here yet. All the music in this video I've recorded myself. So that's something to keep in mind whilst enjoying this video. Making these was so annoying because I had to, like, you know, I got the shots of all the tabs opening, and then I had to proceed and go close all of the tabs, which is fairly self-explanatory, but also really it was annoying. It was annoying having to do that.
I saw a quote somewhere that said, "The brain is brilliant when it comes to coming up with ideas."
Somewhere I actually saw this in a comment on a video.
But terrible.
And they said the quote was from unknown, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna steal it because I don't know who quoted it either. So, yeah, I found this in a YouTube comment.
When it comes to storing. You ever see that scene in SpongeBob where he's inside of his brain and all of the little SpongeBob?
Also, these little sound effects right here, mouse click, that I recorded that myself. I downloaded this audio recording software. It's called Audacity, I think. Yes, it's called Audacity. And I was recording the music, so I'm like, you know, why not record my own sound effect too? So I recorded the mouse click sound effect. Minions guy says, any tips for writing on a pocket notebook? Write anything. My number one is just, if you have anything you might ever want to write down, just write it in there, you know? It's kind of, they call it a catch-all, where you basically just write everything in it. I know some people have like their methods and their, you know, specific layouts and like what they do with certain. I'm just like, bro, I be writing stuff. You know, if it's in my mind, I'll just write it down, and then that's the end of it. You know, I'm not too fancy with it. I have thought about doing a video where like I kind of go over, you know, my thinking as far as what or like how I write, but also it's all just it doesn't really have a method to the madness. It's basically just madness. So it's hard to say, but realistically, just kind of write, you know, write whatever you feel, write whatever you think, you know. If you have an idea, write it down. And if you have a thought, like if you're thinking or feeling something, just write it down, you know.
You ever see that scene in SpongeBob where he's inside of his brain and all of the little SpongeBob?
Also, peep the caption. That one SpongeBob episode right here.
His brain and all of the little SpongeBobs are scrambling to remember what his name is, and then eventually everything ends up bursting into flames. Yeah.
Flame sound effect. Look at that. I did use some epidemic sound in this video. I'm not gonna lie. Because honestly, I mean, if I get to the point with the music that I really like it, and I only use epidemic for sound effects, I'm gonna probably get rid of epidemic because, you know, it's not worth the price if it's just for sound effects. I can download sound effects online. I guess it's legal, but you know, I could download like myinstance.com or whatever. Like that, you can get sound effects for. It's not all sound effects, but you can get quite a bit.
Bursting into flames? Yeah. That's how my brain feels sometimes. And whenever my brain gets all full and jumbled, I have a tough time knowing what to do next. And I end up with 100,000 tabs.
Yeah, this was so annoying. Let me see here. We're gonna cut this. I have all these tabs open on my phone. I never keep tabs open on my phone, so I had to like force this to happen, and it was so horrible. Cause I'm that kind of person that on my phone, as soon as I'm done with an app, I get rid of it, so I don't have any tabs open at all the time. Oh, this was a fun one.
How do I clear that out?
So simple, but just a little bit of and honestly too, I was recording the music for next week's video. I finished that yesterday, and the music is so much better in next week's video. Like, it's good in this one. I enjoyed it in this one. I think it works, but I did it differently. So how I did it, this edit, what I did was I would go through the edit, and as soon as I hit a spot where I needed music or wanted music, I recorded the music. And so I kind of did it all as I go. But this week, or yesterday when I finished, this most recent edit, I did the entire edit first, like the video part of it. I did that all first. And then I went back through and was like, okay, what would sound good here? Now that it's all finished, you kind of get a better idea of the context and like how everything's going to feel. So I was starting from the beginning. I just paused and I was like, okay, I need music here. And I watch it through and I'm like, okay, it needs to feel like this. And then I'm going to make a song that feels like that. And then I go and do the next one, make a song that feels like that. And I can make it 100% original, so I don't have to like, I can manipulate the song infinitely, pretty much, because I'm the one creating the song, which is really, really, really handy, really helpful.
I exit out.
Also, I didn't do this on purpose because I've had this as my wallpaper forever, but this Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob is my wallpaper. So like it worked out because there was a SpongeBob reference like 30 seconds ago.
I exit out, swipe away, or delete unnecessary tabs.
Boom, bam, boom, bam,
I
boom,
will either
bam,
have
boom,
a ton
boom.
of ideas all at once, or I will be trying to write and just end up staring off into space. I've got 100 things on my mind. I got this little keyboard the other day.
And see, I liked this shot a lot for a lot of different reasons. So, first of all, you don't hear about, like, you have a couple of seconds of just nothing, but you hear the sound, you see what's happening. Interesting. That's the kind of thing that the attempt is to, like, really draw you into that moment. Because we switch, right? We have this, and then we switch it. I believe that's a bait and switch, if I'm not mistaken.
I got this little keyboard the other day.
And the way I adjusted the box, actually this was unintentional, but it just worked out. The way the box was sitting, you can see exactly, this is an Alesis Harmony 32. Like you can tell that's what the keyboard is if you want to look it up. That's what the keyboard is. And so it was really neat because, I don't have to show you anything. It's just there. You can see it, right? So we don't have to waste time describing the thing. You just see it, and it's on the screen. It's kind of subconscious or subliminal, and you just move on.
My goal is to
Love this shot.
record my own music for these videos.
That was also kind of a fun little thing to do. Love that, too. I like the power button cueing in the music was fun. Fun little edit to do. Got the little GoPro on my chest. Had to get a little. I've been using the GoPro a little bit more in the last few videos, which I've been enjoying because shooting in this little space, like where I'm shooting at, because it's a lot different than it used to be when I was living at home. Because like I lived out in the woods, so I could literally shoot anywhere I wanted. But now there's like neighbors and stuff, and it's a little bit different because I have to be respectful of like, don't want to put somebody else's house on a video that I don't even know, or like put somebody else's yard, or like accidentally get a shot and their kid is in it or something, like that kind of stuff. So I have basically just kind of been shooting in the basement, which is where my studio is, / very, very close backyard, trying to avoid any visual of anything else, just because, mainly out of respect for other people, because like they don't know I'm doing this, and it doesn't really matter, but like I don't want to like accidentally shoot somebody's, I don't know, mailbox or something goofy. So, this is just, and plus I have all the lighting just right down here. I have the space, quite frankly, so like there's no reason to go anywhere else. And plus, I can manipulate a thing, like I can draw something. I've got to be creative. That's the thing, is I'm allowing myself to be more creative by limiting, if I have a limited set of resources, then you have to be more creative with said resources because, there you go, right? So that's always cool. And I've been more creative, I think, lately. Because I know there was like a time, like, I don't know, a month ago, like right when I moved, I was kind of not really feeling as creative, but I think I'm getting back into my, really super creative swing. So I'm excited about that. It's quite dope.
I was worried about doing that for a second though because I wanted it to be worth the money. I bought this keyboard for $50, which is relatively inexpensive for something like this, but
Yeah, I was actually amazed I could get one for that cheap.
it still eats out. And in buying this thing, $50 one time, I save $120.
Oh, I love this. This looks like it was from the overhead rig. It wasn't. It was actually from my tripod that I just adjusted the camera to look straight down. But, yeah, it's actually, I love this shot because you kind of get to see the action, see what's going down. It's a little bang, bang.
Every year on Epidemic Sound.
And it's nice, though, because my subscription expires in August, so I have a couple of months to go before I need to re-up. So that gives me plenty of time and plenty of videos to like really decide if it's what I want to do. Because then, if I could save that $120, I'll save the $120,
Now, Epidemic is great. Don't get me wrong. It's totally worth it. I don't want to keep having to
And you know, too, I just thought about this. There's a sound effects feature. So like, you have all these different tones you can use. One of them is, let's see, yeah, there's 120 through 128. So it's like, what, 9 different options of sound effects you can use. They have an FX button. So that's always something that can be experimented with. And again, I could just Google, you know, freaking, I need a sound effect for X, Y, or Z, and I can find it.
Spend hours and hours and hours of my time.
Little clock animation. This was I found a time-lapse clock green screen on YouTube where it's just a picture of a clock. I guess it's technically a video, but like, it's a clock, and it's like, the time is going by really fast, and it's going green screen, so I could just like put it on my video. I animated it to look like it was like you know that little DVD logo where it like bounces, you know, on the screen? That's kind of what I was going for with this. It didn't quite work out, but also if I'd have really been caring about it too much, then I would have made it work. But
spend hours and hours and hours
boink,
of my time,
yeah, boink,
time,
boink,
trying to search
boink, boink, wee, yeah. Visuals is improving so much now. Good job. Thanks, man.
Instead, I could learn a skill and make my own music exactly the way I want it.
And what's up, man? Love the new video, buddy. Love the way you show visuals. You're hella creative. I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you think I'm creative. I appreciate that. That's one of my favorite compliments, actually, so thank you for saying that. That's really nice of you. Also, the music was great. Hey, that's good. I'm glad you liked it. That's all from my own 2 hands. But I'm really excited because it's another, like, I love making music. Like, I play guitar, and like, I enjoy just like strumming along and picking and learning things, and that's always such a fun thing. It's always fun for me to learn new things, and so learning the piano is like a cool thing that is new. DIY music is good, so good too. Thank you, I appreciate that. Ab of all trades. Yeah. So it's just another fun thing I get to do. You know, it's really cool. Now once I get better at it and figure it out a little bit more, it'll be really cool, I think. I'm really excited for the future of this situation. And like I said, I watched a video, it was a podcast. Van Neistat was on Digital Spaghetti. That's the name of the podcast. I think this is the one that he was on when he said it. But whenever he first started, he had a guy that would score all of his videos. So he just edited the video, and then he would send it off to a guy, and then he would make an original music piece for that video. And like, it was perfect, right? That's why part of his videos were so resonant, and like the music was so good because it was designed for that piece. So it was beautiful. Oh, timeline looking so much busier than the old ones. So much improvement in a short time. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, man. I would say it's, comparing directly, and also I think it depends on the video, because some videos don't need a whole lot. And also sometimes I do it a little bit more messy than others, so like it just kind of varies. But thank you.
Now, what does that have to do with writing?
I think I keep accidentally inserting an ad, I think. Or no, I think it was just getting ready to happen. Oh yeah, it's been 20 minutes. And see, even these car shots, my car's out in the driveway, but if you notice, I was mentioning earlier how I don't want to accidentally shoot somebody else's yard. So like, all these are super tight shots for reasons.
Owning a car is another worry of mine. It costs so much money.
For real, it sucks. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Got gas, oil.
Recycled footage, baby. I love this footage. This shot right here is really nice. You get the little lens flare going on with the GoPro. And it's like a nice wide shot. You can see the engine and everything. It's cool.
Oil, repairs, etc.
Ooh, that was crispy. I like that sound design right there. I cranked up the volume on that shot when I was trying to like get the little nut on there. Or the little, what's that called? Ratchet? Not a ratchet. Is it a ratchet? No, I forget the name of it.
Gas, oil, repairs, etc.
Also, I said this is repair. This is not a repair. I'm just undoing the little oil pan thing so the oil can drip out. Oh, I love this shot right here. This is such a nice one. I just kind of set the camera down at the base of my car, and I was like, that looks cool. We'll use it. Screw it.
I don't even want to think about buying a new car one day.
Oh. I just Googled 1999 Toyota Camry, and I just kind of like eyeballed the picture off of Google. So I think it turned out pretty good.
More money.
More money, more expense.
Okay, what does this have anything to do with writing? As a general rule, try to be a worry-free person.
Hey! Yeah.
Obviously, that's not always realistic, but that's my goal. And
Oh, that was a fun little... You gotta go back and watch that. Pay extra close attention, because this is funny.
worry-free
Get
person.
the little sound effect in there.
Now, obviously, that's not always realistic, but that's my goal. And
See my eyes? Look at my eyes.
but that's
Bing,
my
bing,
goal.
bing.
And
Haha.
moving away from home, changing up my entire life.
Recycled footage. I'm going back home next week. It's pretty exciting, because we're gonna... Maddie's graduating from college, so we're, like, going all down and, like, traveling and visiting everybody. It's gonna be a cool time. It's gonna be a cool time. I'm really excited for it.
Doesn't really help that. And when I moved,
Hey.
I knew I was going to have a lot to do. A lot to change.
This is rarely seen thumbnail footage. I was trying to take a thumbnail. If you watch the commentaries, or shoot, you used to watch this video and you know. Never mind.
A lot to change. I know this is very clear to me, but I don't think I was really prepared. I don't think I was ready for it. But then again, I don't know if one is ever ready for such a big change.
Thinking.
For such a big change, I tend to think of everything all at once. Everything I need to do, and everything that still needs done. Opening up, tab.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's a good shot. That GoPro shot right there. I think this was kind of just... No, this was intentional, but I like how it turned out with this over top of it. Let's see here. And says, I've been pocket notebooking since February, and I love it. I don't know if you remember this, but you were the one who convinced me to do it way back then, so thank you. Also, I'm excited to make a video about it. It's a really fun process. Dude, let's go. I remember it was so cool, because I remember joining Evan Monsman's Discord, and you were in there, and you were like, dude, I love your videos. And I was like, bro, no way. That's just so cool. But yeah, dude. Apparently, I've seen a lot of comments that are like, you're the reason I got a pocket notebook and this kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, that's so freaking awesome. That's really cool. Be able to influence people and stuff. I guess that's why they call them influencers. I don't know. I feel like that's such a dirty word, though, influencer, you know? I feel like it's kind of gross. Because I'm not really an influencer. I'm a creative person. I create things, you know? I would rather be a creator than an influencer, you know? Because I don't know. I feel like influencer is just a weird thing. Shout out Discord. Yeah, shout out Discord. Let's go. Discord bringing people together, man. Let's go.
Tab after tab. But if I just sit and think about it, it isn't all too bad. All the things I have to do are pretty digestible. That is, until I keep thinking.
I love this. Ah, look at that. This is my favorite little sequence of the whole video, because the music just hits so perfectly, right? Check this out.
Keep thinking.
Ah! It's just so good. It's perfect because it's like, oh, and see that's what I'm going for when I'm making the music by myself instead of using Epidemic Sound or anything. It's like I can make it exactly how I want, because I couldn't have found a song that would work for that. You know, I couldn't have found a song that gave that exact same vibe. But this, it nails it, right? It's perfect. So I just, oh, hey, my man. And says, got to go on my final thesis for college. I'll talk to you later, pal. Have a good stream. Hey, man, take it easy. Look at that. Hey. Thanks for the $5, brother. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. What a homie. I'm going to give that some love. What a guy. Appreciate that, man. For real, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's so dope, bro. Come on, man. Made my whole day, brother. Appreciate that. Wow. Look at that. Was that my first super chat, or is that? Because there's a little one on there. Is that my first one, or is that just your first one? I don't know, but that's awesome, man. Well, good luck on your final thesis for college, man. Talk to you later. Have a good stream. I appreciate that a lot, man. Wow, that's awesome. That's so cool. I gotta screenshot that. That's dope. Oh yeah. Oh wait, let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. Anytime, pal. I think it's my first one. Have a good one. Alrighty. Appreciate that, man. Take it easy. Take her easy. Oh, dude. Let's go. Come on. That's so cool. I'm going to send it to Maddie real quick. Be like, hey, guess what happened? Oh, that's so epic, dude. Much, much appreciated. Never required, but always appreciated. Broke creator life do be that way. Oh, that's so awesome, dude. I'm just speechless right now. Stupidly grateful. Stupidly grateful. Let me see here. Yo. I think that's either my first or my second one ever. That's so cool, though. Oh, dude, that's sick. Thank you so much, man. All right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. I'm coming down now.
Thinking. The more I sit and think, the more I think of. And the more I think of, the more
That's so facts, dude. The more I sit and think, the more I think of. Just don't be thinking, bro.
brain begins to fill up.
Oh, this was fun. I enjoyed this. This is one of those. It was hard to get it to where it would just, because what I did was I drew this brain, right? And I cut a slit in there with an X-Acto knife, right there. I don't even know if you can see that, and what I did was I tried to push this junk thing up in there, but it didn't quite work because I had to get it up a little bit before, and you could see it, and it was going to ruin the illusion. So what I did was I pushed it all the way in, and then pulling it out, I reversed the shot. So like it originally was like this, but then as you can see, if you can see this here, it says negative 100%, which means I reversed it. I've been doing that I think at least once per video. I've been reversing the clip. So instead of, like how it works on this software is if you clip and then you go time stretch, that's like time lapse basically. You can speed up the shot. If you hit reverse speed, it will reverse it. That's so like say it's at 100% right now. That's just regular speed. I can reverse it and I can do reverse speed and just 100% backwards. And obviously, if I speed it up and then reverse it, it'll just do the same speed but reversed.
And not too long after that, my brain comes to a stop.
This shot right here tells a massive story because this is so freaking like obviously it's me. I can relate to it, but it's so relatable because it's just I'm zoning out, kind of disassociating, almost like and I feel as though the width of this shot is important because I'm just right here, kind of small because it's wider, and you have all this space. Like I feel like the composition of this particular image works for what it's trying to do, and that is, I'm like zoned out. There's all this outer space around my head, and that's kind of what the story of this shot is. I was sitting on the floor.
My brain stops.
Okay, there's a funny thing about this shot too. If you see, it kind of just drops off. Over here, it's the same clip. It's just cut a little bit. But I actually, in the shooting of this, I actually zoned out, and so I kind of lost the grip of the camera, and so it kind of just slipped down. So you see, it's sort of halfway crooked. I'm really actually just kind of zoned out here. It's crazy. It's funny when that kind of thing happens though, because that's like truly authentic, It shows that the composition of the image too. It's like what I'm telling you is that I'm kind of like going off into space, and when the camera tilts, that insinuates the lack of care or control over the shot, and that's what that lends itself to being zoned out. That's what I'm trying to say here.
I stare off to try and calm my mind, to try and give it a break.
Oh, I love that. That was nice.
Then, as a result of my brain becoming full, becoming jumbled, I sit down to write my new video.
Oh yeah.
What's this story about?
I don't know.
What story do I tell this week? Do I even feel creative today? What about the car? What about the job?
Hey, peep the drippy drip new work shirt, baby.
What about the money?
This is also recycled. This shot is recycled. Okay, so let me just show you how far back it is. So the ZV-1, it does its files it does them all in chronological order, as most things do, I think, at least they should. This, as of editing, is the most recent shot. C, 5,697. This shot is C, 2,877. So this is like 3,000, roughly, just under like 2,800 clips away. So this shot here, this 2,877, this is from the luck video. I made a video about luck. And that was made just about a year ago, almost exactly. I think it came out like the first week of May, so it was almost exactly a year ago. So that's a pretty old shot, because I've shot a lot of different things since then, which is pretty sick. But yeah, this is where that came from, because underneath this pile of money is actually a couple of lottery tickets. So
What about the money?
I think this was like, if I'm not mistaken, I think this ended up at like $58 or $48 or something like that.
You know, you would think that having a lot on my mind would make it really easy to write.
You would
So much
think.
up there's so much going on in my brain that I could just start spilling it onto a page.
Oh yeah, love me a little stop motion action with a little light bulb. It's just a faucet of ideas. I think that was a pretty cool little thing, not gonna lie.
And make something. A lot on my mind, a lot to write. Makes sense, right? I would think
Should.
that having a lot on my mind would inspire writing.
Oh, I just realized this is crooked. Like my camera on the overhead is kind of tilted. That's weird.
That, I'm wrong. I have all these mental tabs open. Dozens, hundreds, thousands.
It's also nice on the keyboard changing up the tone a little bit, because like I could do that electro digital kind of sound, but that can kind of get redundant and it doesn't always tell the right story. So I'm trying to like fiddle with that and figure out what sounds right and what I like, where things are and what they sound like.
Well, maybe not thousands of things, and none are about writing.
I love this pink marker. It's so nice. I love that color and like how it's kind of like a watercolory kind of vibe. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It kind of reminds me of strawberry lemonade. Oh, so good.
In order to write, to make this video, I need to close out a few
Tell you what, dude.
tabs. But how?
This pack of note cards has been clutch. Because like I can do so many things with it. And it was like 62 cents. And I'm still using it. I bought it a long time ago. It's great.
How does my desk get so messy? I'm generally a pretty messy guy.
Peep the shot list. Peep the shot list. Look at that. That's for this video.
Just kind of leaving stuff out. A lot going on in my brain. No time to tidy. Maybe I need to make time.
Oh, it's...
I need to write down a
Excuse me. That was a cool shot.
to-do list.
And this was one of those. I couldn't really explain to you why I did this.
I need to make
I thought it looked dope. So that's what I went with. That's why I went with it. But
time. I need to write down a to-do list.
yeah, I don't know why I did that, but it looks cool, so that's all that really matters.
Gotta make sure I get this desk nice and tidy. Especially with...
Oh, that sounds good, man. What the heck? And even in this video, like, progressively, the music, in my opinion, gets better because I'm kind of getting a better feel for the keyboard.
Gotta make sure I get this desk nice and tidy. Especially with the keyboard coming into the fold.
Dum, bum, 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 bum. Also, I just realized this the other day. I had this to-do list here. Tidy up desk, get decent at piano, make money. And I put breath. I meant to say breathe, but I put breath. So over here, I put in an E at the end, because breath. I hate the English language. It's so dumb.
It seems that once I've written this list down, I feel a bit better. I feel a bit better about all the things that I need to get done. If something is on my mind, if something is bothering me, if that thing is taking me away from the moment, I need to get rid of it. And the way I have found to do this, to get rid of the thing that's on my mind, at least for a little while, to close the tabs in my mind.
Look at that. All my mouse click sound effects just back to 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 back. Write them down, baby. I love a lot of these shots I've gotten in this video, and I got some in the next video as well. But I've been doing, because a couple of videos before, I've been getting a lot of shots like pointing at the desk and pointing at me from, elsewhere. And I'm not, like, they're good shots. It's just the fact that I've done them a lot lately. So I've been trying to keep the shots fresh, keep them interesting, because I don't know, as if I'm getting bored with the shot as the creator, couldn't imagine like how the viewer is getting bored of it. So it's like one of those things, have to change it up a little, get it more interesting. So this video and the next video, I've done a lot with these really tight close-up shots, on the desk. I have the camera. A lot of times the camera's not even on a tripod. Like I just set it down here, set it down over here, set it over somewhere else, lean it against something, and try and make it look as interesting as possible within the parameters of the overhead station, which I'm still psyched about. It's really cool looking.
To fix the thing that's keeping me from writing, I need to write.
And obviously, I'll get more of these every now and again, but it's generally speaking that there's a lot of them in the older of this season, so I figured gotta change it up a little.
By writing things down that weigh on my mind, I acknowledge them.
Boom, 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 boom.
Down, I see them written out. And I allow them.
This song is actually dope because it's like it got stuck in my head the other day, and I made this a week ago. So it's cool that I've come up with songs that genuinely stick in my head. So let's start again. This is do 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 do. Such a bop.
By writing things down that weigh on my mind.
But it's cool because this is one setting, and then this is a different setting, but it's the same song. So it's kind of like a beat drop that I've created here, which is so cool. So again, we're gonna start from here. We're gonna listen to it all the way through.
By writing things down that weigh on my mind, I acknowledge them. I put them down, I see them written out, and I allow them to exist somewhere
Here we go.
other than my brain.
Come on.
The reason
Come on. That's cool. That's so cool. Ah!
I can't
We've got like the pretty simple, and then we've got the super hazy, cool. I don't know what to call it. It's cool. Electronic. There's a word for it. Synthesizer? I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think it was synth electronic. I think it was like 240 or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that setting was synth electronic, so that's dope.
and write, despite my brain.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun,
because
dun.
I don't have any room in my brain
Ba, ba,
for
ba,
new
ba,
ideas.
ba, ba,
In order to come up with new
ba, ba,
ideas.
ba. I love this. Dude. Okay, I want to just turn off the talking audio. I want to just hear the song. Oh, that right there. Do, do, dee, dee. I don't know if you guys can hear it that well, but it's so good. I don't know why. It just tickles me, dude. It tickles me. It's so awesome. I need to get with Chloe because she's the music theory genius, so she knows everything there is to know. So like she could tell me what that is and why that sounds cool, which is so awesome. Like this is such a cool thing.
Brain for new ideas. In order to come up with new ideas, I must first clear out some space. And the way that I clear up this space is writing.
Oh yeah,
By writing down the things that are on my mind,
that's such a bop, dude.
things that weigh me down, or simply a song.
I think something that's interesting that I've developed / learned over the course of the last couple of episodes, where I don't dig the music up off of Epidemic and I kind of just create it. Obviously this song's kind of heavy on the music, but the next video is there's not as much music. It's not as music heavy, but I lean a little bit more into the sound design because what I've figured over this just one time, like I said earlier, I edit the whole video and then put the music in and make the music original. What I do in editing to like find the pacing and like the whatever of the video without putting music in, what I end up finding myself doing is like leaning into the sound design and like using those audible cues to cut and doing things like that. So I think that allows me to not need as much music, which is good because like you don't need a whole bunch of music. You know, it's not supposed to be music the whole time. It can be, but it doesn't have to be, you know? So I just think it's pretty cool. So next, I really, really am happy with the next video. The more I think about it, so I'm really dope. I'm really down with it.
Simply a song that's stuck in my head.
Dun, ba. Oh, this was fun too. I like this song.
I'm allowed to forget that thing for a while.
Dun.
If an idea
Ba,
is written down
ba,
and I forget
ba.
it, that's totally fine because I can refer back to it at any given moment. And with
Oh my gosh, dude! I just snapped my spine into 100 pieces. That felt really, really good. Holy moly!
a clean slate, a fresh palette for ideas, I can
Also, palette. I was writing this video, and I was trying to figure out if it was palette, palette, or palette. There's 3 different, apparently. I was trying to figure out how to spell palette whenever I was writing this video, and it came up like, how do I spell it in the context that I'm using it? And it turns out, I did not know this, but there's 3 different ways you can spell the word palette. But it's what they call a homophone, where it's the same, it's pronounced the exact same, palette, palette, and palette, but there's 3 different words. So I'm trying to find it here, and I'll read it to you. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I know where it is generally. I know it's on the left side, on the left page. I just gotta find it. Should be towards the end of the writing situation. Palette, palette, palette. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights. Oh, yeah, here we go. I said, how the heck do you spell palette? There's P-A-L-E-T-T-E. That is, I believe, like artist paint palette. That kind of palette. Then there's P-A-L-A-T-E, which refers to, I believe, like, you know, your taste. You have a wide you know, whenever somebody's talking about their palate in terms of food, they're like, you know, you have a big palate, or like what's the word, dude? I can't think of the word. Have a large palate. You'd like a lot of things. That is palate. You think your tongue. So that is that definition. And then there's P-A-L-L-E-T, which is like wood pallet, I think. Where like they'll ship boxes or ship things, and they'll come on pallets or in pallets or whatever they call it. Like however. So I did not know, but there's 3 different pallets, and they're all spelled differently. I don't know. It's all interesting. It's the English language is something else, dude. It's a wild phenomenon. It's just crazy.
officially start writing.
Da, da. Oh, I love that little riff. Da. Wait.
Start
Da,
writing.
da, da.
I write to remember.
Oh, this is a bar right here. This is a bar right here.
I write to remember. I also write to forget. But most importantly, I
Ba.
write so that I'm able to continue writing.
Bang. Ba, ba. Thank you, patrons! Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Patreon. Oh my goodness. It's a 9-minute and 5-second video. Actually, to the frame. Look at that. 9:05:00. That's 9 minutes, 5 seconds, and 0 frames. So that means that's awesome, because that was exactly whatever 9 minutes and 5 seconds divided by 24 is. That's how many frames. Or no, multiplied by 24. No. Do it all by seconds. So 5 seconds and then 9 minutes. So 9 times 60 is... What was 9 times 6? 56? Calculator? 9 times 60. 540 plus 5 is 545. So take that times 24. And so this video is exactly 13,080 frames in length. That's kind of cool. Maybe we should make that a tradition. At the end of every commentary, we determine the exact number of frames in each video. Boom, bow, 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 bow. I don't know. That's pretty cool though. 13,080 frames. So if anybody, if you're watching right now, go tell somebody in the comments of the new video. This video is exactly 13,080 frames long. I'm looking for that comment. So if you're here and you're watching, comment that somewhere, and I'll know who you are. You don't even have to show yourself in the chat. I'll know who you are because you'll have commented it. But yeah, 13,080. That's the length of this video. Super sick, super cool, super epic. Oh. I guess that's it. We're at the end of the video. Shoot. Chat view. Let's go back over here for a second. X out of Premiere. Elements. Oh, it's so epic, dude. Bum, bum, bum. That's so cool, dude. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's my second ever super chat. I think. That's awesome, though. Oh, dude, you know, I just realized I kind of forgot that we could do membership gifting. We'll do a little dab. You know, we'll do a little. Here we go. What we'll do while I'm messing with it, pop out chat, show your support, membership gifting. You have 10 membership left to give this month. Gift 5 now. Let's do it to it. Free members for everyone, or for 10 people. Cody Martin, Marzi Beast, Vio, and Tim Brown, Riverboat Sam. Gang. Everyone has been gifted. We're going to do another one. Because we can. Let's see who else gets the magical gifts. Let's see. Colin, Greg Meters, Cloud of Secrecy, Marcel, and Shu. Welcome to the channel, my friends. Thank you for being here. Holy crap. 50 memberships for $250. That's kind of absurd. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I don't think I'm ever going to do that. Unless, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is if I find like $250 on the side of the road one day, I'll just gift it to the YouTube channel. You know, I'll just gift it to my members. That'd be kind of fun. What do you think about that? That would be kind of sweet. Also, I gotta pop the chat back in. Restore chat. There we go. So, yeah. Thanks, gang, for being here and being members and stuff. I guess, I don't know. I kind of wish you could pick. Like, if it was up to me, it would be you could figure, you could gift it to individuals in the chat. So, like, if you're not in the chat, then you can't get a membership gift. Like, it's random. Like, I wish it was one of those where you could select an individual user that's in the chat and say, gift membership. But then, say some people don't have memberships allowed. Like, they need to allow it in their settings on their account. because some people don't have that allowed. I don't know if it's allowed by default or not. I don't remember. I think some it is and some it isn't. It just kind of depends. But either way, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna kind of call it early because it's 10 minutes till. You know, people might be busy. It's all good in the hood. So we're gonna let it rock and roll for today. I think I'm done. Plus, I kind of want to lay down and write or something for the next week's video. Next week's video is gonna be good. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to doing the thing. That's so wild. I can send a super chat to myself. Like seriously, if I wanted to, I could send a super chat to myself right now. $500 is the max that it. You could probably type in a custom amount though. Let me see here. 5,000. You can only go 4 digits. Hold on, let me see the max I can go. 1,900. Hold on. We'll do 999. Holy crap. That's absurd. Can I actually do that? That's what? What's the most I can? 500. 5,000. Yeah, it should let me. I'm not gonna do that because that's kind of stupid. But that's wild. I don't know. Either way, dude, I'm gonna hop off of here, my friends. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you watching. If you watched all the way to the end, you're a real one. You're a homie. Okay, this is for those that watch the video on demand or whatever. If you're watching this as a replay and you hear this message, I want you to comment on this video on demand. Comment potato. Just to see. Just as an experiment. In case, if you have it on the background or if you skip to the end. If you're skipping to the end, first of all, stop. If you're skipping to the end of this stream, comment potato. Comment potato, and I'll know you skipped to the end. And if you didn't skip to the end, just say it anyway, because I think it'd be funny. So, hopefully we see somebody, and if not, that's fine. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.